Hello there, welcome back. Today we are talking about simple interest. So here is our problem. If someone deposits $400 in a savings account earning 5% interest compounded annually, how much interest will they earn in 2 years, rounded to the nearest cent? Okay, so let's talk about the formula for simple interest. The formula for simple interest is interest equals principal times rate times time. So this is a formula we use to calculate simple interest. And that is what this problem is asking us to do because it does say how much interest will they earn in 2 years. So I'm going to rewrite the formula and plug in the information that we know from the problem. So we don't know the interest yet. That's what we're looking to figure out. But we do know that the principal or the amount that the account starts with is four. Oh, that four ended up a little funny. Let's fix that. 400. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. We're going to times that by the rate and the time. Now, in this formula, when you see time, that's always time in years. So let's see, we have 5% interest. So 400 times 5% times 2 years. Now, one thing we need to do first before we do any calculating is we need to turn 5% into a decimal. That will make it easier to calculate. So 5% rewritten as a decimal would be 0.05. So we're going to multiply that times 2 and then times 400. So to find our interest, we need to multiply all these numbers together. Well, I'm going to choose to start with the 400 times 2 because remember with multiplication, you can do it in any order. So 400 times 2 is 800. And I chose to do it that way because I know I could do that in my head. So we're going to take 800 and multiply that by 0.05. Now, this is the one I'm going to have to write out because I'm not quite sure how to do this. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'm not, not quite sure how to do this in my head. Okay, so let's take 800 and multiply that by 0.05. Okay, so 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0 again. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, so there's our first line. Now, normally what you would do is you'd add a 0 and then multiply everything by the number in the tens place. But in this case, that's number 0. So we know the whole second row is going to be 0. So we can actually stop multiplying there. But what we need to do is make that invisible decimal reappear after the 4,000. And we need to move it 2 spaces to the left because there are 2 decimals in our original problem. So I'm going to move this in and put it right here. That means the interest for this problem that they would earn is $40.